Yeah, hi there, Ping Ping. This is Michael. I'm going to listen to your independent speaking practice test. And as you know, I am the founder, owner, and the materials writer for all of your lessons at Stealth, the 7-step system to pass the TOEFL IBT. So if I remember correctly, the question is, describe a place you visited as a child. What is your favorite memory while visiting this place? So this is kind of an unusual question because it has two different parts of the question. So it's not that predictable type of question that you can just memorize a template and answer. So let's see how you did. I'm going to listen to your practice test right now.
This is me. The favorite place that I have visited was my grandma.
When you say visit, you want to say visited. Don't forget to put the ed at the end of that word.
House. It was excellent to visit her house because when I was a child, I liked things in traditional styles.
Now, what kinds of things did you like? Now, you should give some specific examples to help illustrate that idea.
My grandma's house, I could find many of that.
Many of what? Are you talking about books? Are you talking about magazines? Are you talking about TVs, videos, DVDs? Exactly what is it that you could find at grandmother's house that you remember that you liked? So remember, you have to give some details in there to help explain your ideas. That helps show the IBT human raters that you have a pretty good control of both basic and advanced vocabulary. So right now, in your speech, you're using very limited vocabulary.
Such as bed, chairs, or TV sets. One of my favorite things was the tiny teapot.
Okay, got it. Teapot. So TVs and teapots.
It has no pattern on it. I always moved a chair to the yard, then using the tiny teapot to drink and...
Now that's some pretty good detail right there. You're actually getting into some specific memories that you have of your grandmother's house, so that's good. Now the only difficulty is you're already 53 seconds. With the independent speaking task, you can only speak for 45 seconds, so you're already past your limit.
Enjoying the sunshine. I feel that's cool.
Now I'm not sure what you said there, so there's a few words in there that are a little bit difficult to understand.
The reason that I like to visiting my grandma was there are many kids to play with. When I was at home in the city.
Okay, so now you're at 1 minute and 15 seconds. You're now just kind of going in a whole bunch of different directions, but you should be trying to end the idea with some kind of conclusion instead of going off in all these different directions.
I just watched TV or played with myself. Sometimes I could have fun, but at my grandma's house, I could be happier to play with kids that was in my age.
Okay, remember, so you kind of end the speech talking about playing with kids your age, but really the big part of the speech was talking about that teapot. I think that was really, you could have developed that a lot more and probably even ended with that idea. That probably would have been a great place for you to end this speech. Okay, now let's talk about your score. Let's see how you did here. I'm going to go ahead over to the rubrics and take a look at them, and I will post these on the actual, in the email I send to you so you can kind of understand your score. So topic development, the difficulty I think you're going to have right now, Ping, is the first part of the question says, describe the place you visited as a child. So you haven't really done that at all. You didn't give any specific description of the place. So if you talk about visiting your grandmother's house, you need to do some describing of the house. Was it a large, a small house? Was it like a cottage? Did it have white paint on the outside? What kinds of furniture did you see when you went on the inside? So you didn't really describe the house. That was really the first part of the speaking task. Now, with the second part of the task, what is your favorite memory? One thing that you can do to help you organize better around the task is to restate the question. So once you're done describing the house, you could say, my favorite memory while visiting my grandmother's house is when I played with her teapots or something. And then you develop that, and then it's very easy for you to end this particular speech. Okay, so your score here, based on the rubrics that I see, you are very limited, I think, with your vocabulary, big time. You really need to learn a lot more vocabulary. It's making it difficult for you to fully express your ideas. Secondly, to become a little more organized, I'd like to have you take a look at two different lessons, my speaking lesson number 2 and also speaking lesson number 7. I think that would also be beneficial for you. And finally, because you have a lot of pronunciation problems, you definitely want to keep working in the pronunciation section of my course so you can continue to solve your problems with your vowel sounds, your consonant sounds, your syllable division. As I pointed out one time in the speech, you forgot to put the ed at the end of the verb there, and all the other areas, important to pronunciation. You really need to keep working on those things. All right, anyway, thank you very much for completing the practice test, and have a great day.